Hola and welcome to my channel. My name is Shona. If you haven't been here before, if you have, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Sadly, I can't see you, but one day I'm sure we'll have the technology to be able to see each other. Or I could just do like a live or a Skype. I guess they have Skype, so we do have that technology. Bienvenido a Nisuk. Nisuk is the hotel I'm staying at. It is Nisuk Resort and Spa. It is absolutely incredible. I'm gonna show you the view right now. Now I'm here because I've just been holidaying in Tulum and I decided to just check out a little bit of Cancun on my way back home because I gotta fly out of here anyway. And I stumbled across this incredible place and I'm telling you now, it's beyond words. It is so beautiful. I wish I'd planned to spend more time here as well because it's absolutely stunning. Now the sequence that I have designed for you today is a morning sequence really specifically geared at travelers, but in particular business travelers. Sorry, like sort of sliding off the bed. But in particular business travelers. So those of you that spend a lot of time on and off planes, in and out of hotel rooms, you know, it's very difficult to guarantee that you're gonna have a gym or be able to get to a yoga class. And so this is something that can just be done it doesn't matter how big or beautiful your hotel room happens to be, it all fits on a yoga mat. And the idea behind it is to kind of boost circulation, is to stimulate a little bit of calm and focus to the mind, because obviously if you're on travel business, you're dealing with jet lag, you're dealing with busy schedules, you're dealing with people wanting you at different places at different times, you're in different time zones, it's a lot to deal with, and so you want your brain and your brain function to be working optimally. It's also gonna help activate your glutes and core, which if you spend a lot of time working, these things, they need to be active all day, but the sort of brain muscle connection can be neglected if you're not spending at least, 20 minutes on your mat every morning to try and wake those babies up. Like fire those neurons and make sure that we're going, okay, core, check, booty, check, breath, the way in which you're breathing, check. And that's my final point, is getting you to breathe in a way that is calming but also energizing, and that's the ideal feeling, isn't it? When we feel energized and alert and ready, but also really, really calm. I've tried to make this sequence as suitable for as many levels as possible, but just remember, every workout that I provide for you guys, I want it to be challenging. So even though I know at first you might be like, Shona, I feel ridiculous doing this stuff, or I feel like I just can't get it, give it time, give it consistency, be okay with feeling a little bit silly on the mat, because I promise that it's gonna get better. I promise, like I pinky promise, and if it doesn't get better, then I want you to email me and say, Shona, it ain't getting better, and I've been doing it every day for the last 30 days. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then the final point, even though I know I said it was the final point, but now it's really the final point, is that I talk a little bit at the end about posture and making sure that you remember to stand with correct posture or work with correct posture, and hopefully this sequence sort of stimulates that reminder in your brain a little bit, and hopefully you can use it throughout your day. This sequence is perfect for the morning, but it can also be an amazing afternoon pick-me-up instead of reaching for that 10th, 11th, 12th, 15th, 35th coffee of the day. Good morning. Now this particular sequence is designed to wake up your mind, but also activate your core and your glutes so that you can be ready to tackle anything that comes at you today. Let's come onto the mat. So we'll start lying down. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees rest out wide. Take the feet a little bit further forward in case your hips are feeling really tight. I'd like you to lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, and make sure that there's not a huge gap underneath your back. You're gonna interlace the fingers, reach the arms up, take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, release the arms, let them kind of just extend up above your head. So we get a bit of an opening for the shoulders here. And then as you exhale, try to relax the spine down. Notice whether your arms really sort of move out to the side. We want to pay attention to any shoulder tightness that we've got here. And allow the arms to just rest where they naturally feel comfortable. Take a deep breath in, feel the rib cage expand. And as you exhale, feel everything soften and melt down. So inhaling again and exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, come to interlace your fingers and extend the arms up above the head again. Inhale here. As you exhale, take the hands all the way down to the thighs and carry the knees in together, squeezing the knees in towards your chest. Give them a nice tight squeeze here and just massage out through the lower back a little. Take things slowly, particularly if it's the morning. Obviously your body's a little bit more stiff than usual. So we just want to be easy. Pay attention to tightness that might be unusual and tightness that is usual, right? So the whole idea behind a yoga practice and all your movement really is that every single time you get onto the mat or you go into the gym, you should be doing a sort of mini self-body assessment. Keep hold of the right leg, let the left leg extend down to the floor, take the leg around in circles, just to sort of lubricate the joint a little bit. And what we might just create some traction, create some space in the hips, grab hold of the back of the leg, pull it up towards the ceiling. So you're trying to pull your knee up and away from this joint to create that space. Just give it a couple of rounds here and then we'll take it in the opposite direction. This is really, really good if you spend a lot of time sitting at desks or even worse, sitting on a plane for a long period of time. Even if you've been flying in business class, you're still spending a lot of time sat down, compressed. Even when you can sort of extend your legs out straight, there's still some compression there, obviously, of your body completely. Hug that knee back into the chest, and then we'll release it down. There's a bird right next to me. Good, come to interlace your fingers, arms reach up, inhale. And then hug both knees in towards the chest, squeeze the knees in. Keep hold of the left leg, right leg extends down to the floor. Hey mate, take hold around the back of the leg and just start to lift up and away. So we're moving it around in circles, but also at the same time creating that space, lengthening. Go in both directions, all the way around, lifting up and away. And then slowly release the leg all the way back down. Come to interlace your fingers, arms reach up, point the toes, and then exhale, belly in, hug both knees in towards the chest, squeezing the knees in. You're gonna lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Take the hands to the insides of the legs, grab around the front of the ankles, push the knees out as the feet come in together. Let your head and shoulders come back down to the floor. Now, from here you can just stay. If you feel like you could go a little bit further, reach the fingertips around the outsides of the feet and just come into a sort of gentle, happy baby pose. And I don't want to come into any sort of real static stretches. I just want you to sort of rock from side to side here a little bit. So you're either here, rocking side to side, opening up the hips, or we're here. Okay, and then come back to center. Bring the legs back in. Place the feet flat onto the floor, hip distance apart, arms by your side. From here, we're gonna tuck the tailbone, belly in, begin to lift the hips off the floor. Take your hands to your hips. Let your back arch quite a bit here, yeah? So I want you to feel like, ooh, you can feel your lower back switch on to do this. And then what I want you to do is pull the belly in and sort of physically tuck your hips. Yeah, so you're trying to tuck your tailbone under as much as possible so your pubic bone sticks up. Now let's do that again. So feel lower back, not so great. Hands to the hips, tuck. Keep the belly pulling in, rib cage down, okay? So from there, what I'd like you to do is let your hands come to the back of the head, lift the head and shoulders off. So you're looking at your pubic bone. You're gonna keep the head and shoulders off and you're gonna let your hips come back down to the floor. Notice my head and shoulders lifted that little bit more. So from there, we're gonna lift up, come down, lift up, come down. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 to go. Inhale, exhale. Keep the ribs down. Inhale, exhale. Feel your glutes do the work. Inhale, exhale. Lift, hold it here. Take your right hand down to the floor. Lift the right leg off. Bring it in towards the chest. Same thing. Drop. Your head and shoulders sort of lift off here. Belly stays flat, so we're activating core, keeping it active. Lift 1, down, 2, 3. Remember the breath. Exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going. 9, 10, keep that stomach flat. Core is really, really important here. 12, 13, butt should be burning. 14, 15, come down, change sides. So place that right foot down, left hand comes to the floor, right hand to the back of the head and shoulders off. Draw that belly button in, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ribs down guys. 8, belly in. 9, make sure the right glute is doing the work. 11, 12, breathe out. 13, inhale. 14, 15, good. Hug the knees into the chest, rock it up. Come into an all fours position. And let's just find child's pose. Feet together, knees out wide. Push the hips to the heels and let your arms extend forward. Let the body release down. So take a deep breath in. Release a full breath out. I'd really like you to pay attention to the breath here because it's going to help us move through this. So inhale, feel the back of the ribs expand, feel that opening. And as you exhale, soften the body down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. It's really important for you to keep breathing here, paying attention to the breath. So stay down in your child's pose. We're going to take another 5 breaths here. But what I want you to do is really feel on that inhalation how it affects your body. Exhale, you relax into it further. Okay, I'll do the next 4 with you. So inhale and exhale, relaxing down. The breath is so closely linked to the nervous system, and we can calm a very busy mind very quickly by just taking slow, deep breaths in and even slower breaths out. Take one more deep breath in. A really slow breath out. See if you can stretch that little bit further on the exhalation. And then inhale, pull forward into an all fours position onto the hands and knees. Adjust your knees so they're hip distance and your hands so that they're shoulder distance. And then from here, I want you to take a nice deep breath in and just let the spine relax here. So breathing in, and then as you exhale, belly button to the spine, push the floor away, head down, rib cage in. Inhale, relax the spine. Exhale, push the floor away, head down. Inhale, relax. Exhale, push the floor away, head down. One more time, inhale, relax. Exhale, belly in, push the floor away. Okay, inhale, relax, neutral spine. And then exhale, push the floor away. Pull the ribs in. I don't want you to over round. I just want you to keep the belly drawing in. My ribs are in. I'm pushing the floor away. I'm going to tuck the toes and I'm going to lift the knees a centimeter off the floor. Now, if you would like to make the practice a little bit harder, you can try and extend the right leg back. Bring it in. Left leg back. If that's too strong for you, just stay right here. We've got 10 seconds. 9, 8. Don't arch your lower back. 6. So none of this. 4, we're keeping it steady, neutral. 3, 2, ribs in. Last one. Good, come down and relax back into child's pose. Let the head drop down. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, round forward, tuck the toes, lift the knees off, downward facing dog, and just shake out your head, yes and no. Keep your knees bent for me. I'd like you to make sure that your rib cage is pulling in. So really straighten into the right leg. Feel the back of the right leg. Straighten and extend while keeping the ribs down. None of this. Don't flare it. Do the other side. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Feel that stretch all the way down the back of the left leg. Shake out your head, yes and no. Make sure it's not getting tense. You don't need to be looking forward. Let the head drop down. Right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, and last one, left side. Inhale, come forward, high push-up, core tight, belly pulls in, and then as you exhale, maybe lower the knees to the floor if you need to, otherwise keep the knees lifted, elbows in, lower down. So place the hands onto the floor. If you're wondering how my hair is in a bun, it's because I just quickly had to fix it. Now from here, lift knees, hips, and thighs off, upward facing dog, otherwise stay in cobra and just work on activating through the back. Tuck the toes, bend the knees. Press back through child's pose, so stretch out the spine and then lift. Yeah, keeping the ribs in. So let's find it again. Inhale, high push up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, either here or everything off here, none of this. Yeah, so we're either active, stretching the front of the hips, or we're down here, activating our back muscles, our posterior chain, anti-iPhone, anti-laptop muscles. Yeah, keeping us up. Press back. Stretch the spine, ribs in, lift down dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Okay, drop the knees back down to the floor. From here, you're gonna place your left palm down, right arm is gonna go up towards the sky. Watch the hip, I want you to keep the hip moving to the left. So hip to the left, right arm up, and then exhale, thread it through. Try to get all the way down. Now your hips are gonna move to the left. I want you to push them to the right this time. So inhale. Essentially what we're trying to do is keep the hips square. Exhale. So inhale as you reach up with the right arm, hips move to the left. Exhale as you thread the right arm over to the left side, hips have to move to the right. One more time, inhale. Exhale, take it down. This time we'll stay. Your hips are gonna naturally wanna move over in the same direction as the arm. I want you to take your left fingertips and push your hips over to the right so you stretch your whole upper back, back of the shoulders, that whole thoracic area. Place the palm back down. Inhale, arm comes up, hips are over to the left. Exhale, take it down. So other side, inhale, open it up. I'm gonna show you from the front actually. So naturally my hips wanna go this way. I'm gonna push them this way so that it's actually my thoracic that has to work hard. Exhale, I'm gonna thread it through, and as I thread it through, my hips wanna move that way, but I'm gonna push them over to the left. Yeah? So inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, and then exhale. As you go down, fingertips onto the floor, push, your hips are gonna wanna move to the right. I need you to move them to the left. Really push to twist. Place it back down, come up, inhale. And then hand comes down to the floor. From here, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Walk out the heels, walk the feet all the way up to the hands and come and hang out in ragdoll. Feet are hip distance apart. Take hold of either elbow and just shake out your head. Yes and no. Swing your body from side to side, relaxing as much as possible. We're gonna release the hands down to the floor and unroll all the way up to standing. Stack each vertebra one at a time, and as your head lifts, take the arms up. Inhale here. As you exhale, I need you to keep your hips square. You're gonna reach around to the right. Now, what's happening as I move around to the right is that I'm pushing my right hip forward. So from the front, it looks like this. I'm twisting, I'm pushing the hip forward. So push it forward, come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other way. So reach around to the left, left hip pushes forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Bending at the knees slightly. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come up, inhale. Exhale, open the arms up, swan diving forward, release down. Hands to the back of the legs, hug the legs in. Fingertips to the floor, move forward, step your left leg back into a lunge. Sink through the hips and open up through the chest. Nice deep stretch for the front of the hip, which is perfect if you've been sat in a chair. Take that left palm down, right arm goes up, twist it up towards the ceiling, but squeeze your back left glute. And then exhale, bring the elbow to the inside, try to touch the floor, keeping the back leg off, back knee. Take it up, inhale. exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale, place the hand down at the other side of the foot. From here, core tight, belly in, take your arms forward and up. Exhale, we're gonna sink into it. But keep your stomach pulling in. If you need to bend that back leg so that you can get a nice tuck of the tailbone, then do that. Keep it bent slightly. Reach up, inhale. As you exhale, twist around. From here, your right arm is gonna hit the back of the left leg. Your left arm is gonna reach up, twist around. It's difficult to balance, but challenge your mind. It will get you in the mood to focus. Yeah? And then from here, exhale. Lean forward. Either place the hand down onto the floor, or if you can, hook your elbow on the outside of the leg, palms press, belly in, hold. Keep that back glute squeezing. From here, come back to center. Take the hands to the inside of the foot. Pivot that foot out to the side. Drop the back knee down to the floor. Come up to the fingertips. Reach your right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach it around to the back. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reach it back and open the chest. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reach it around. Maybe this is enough. If you'd like to go further, back leg bends. Grab hold of the back foot, lifting up through the chest. Don't strain anything. Good. From there, release the hand down to the floor. Step back into push-up. Core nice and tight, belly in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press it back. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees and just walk the feet up, stretching the back of the legs each time. Halfway lift here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, grab the back of the legs, hug in and stretch. Inhale, come up to standing. Arms reach up. Keep the palms together. Take the right hand down to the right side. Yeah? You're gonna reach up and out of the hip as much as you can. And then drop down. And roll up. And take it over. So up and over. And then down. Unroll all the way up. And then from there, release the arms down by your side, swan diving towards the floor. Grabbing the back of the legs, hug the legs in. Fingertips come down. You're stepping the right leg back this time. Good. So coming here, down into the lunge, sink through the hip. Nice, delicious stretch through the front. Right palm down. Left arm goes up, twist. Squeeze that right glute, protect your sacrum, and then bring the elbow to the inside of the foot. Try to get the floor. If you can't, don't worry. Just go as far as you feel you can. Inhale, we take it back up. Breath is key, guys. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Reach it. Good. From there, hand comes down, either side of the foot. Yeah? Strong legs, belly in, arms reach, forward and up. Inhale, exhale, sink into it. Now, no big back bends. Hand on the hip, hand on the lower back, in the stomach. Bend that back knee, tuck the tailbone. Then try to straighten the back leg, but keep your lower abs really active. Breathe in, and then exhale, we twist around. Yeah, from there, left hand to the back of the right leg if you can. Reach up and back, twisting. And then from here, either you place the hand on the floor or you hook your elbow on the outside of the knee, palms press, twisting here. From here, hands come down to the inside of the foot. Drop the back knee to the floor and pivot your left foot out to the side. How are we feeling? Okay, so left arm, reach it forward. And then open it out. Inhale forward. Exhale, open it out. Inhale, forward. Exhale, open it up. From here, back leg bends. Maybe you could grab hold of that back foot, lift, open, listen to your body, listen to any imbalances and tightness. These are all key things to pay attention to. Do not try to force it. One side feels tighter than the other. Good. From here, release it down, hands to the floor, step it back, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and then exhale, light it back. Downward facing dog. Walk out through the heels, open up through the back of the legs. Good, bend your knees, come down, come to sit in a child's pose position. This time we'll take a closed child's pose. So knees are together, head down on the floor, arms by your side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, coming up. You've got a couple of options. You can stay seated on the floor if you feel very comfortable sitting in a cross-legged position. Amazing. If that is all too intense for you, by all means, just take it to a chair, okay? We're gonna stretch out the neck and shoulders. So I'll do it on the chair with you in case that's the option that you've chosen. If you're on the floor, amazing. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is take the left hand to the side of the head. Now, as you take it to the side of the head, you're gonna drop the head down. Your right hand is gonna reach towards the floor. If you're sitting cross-legged, you can just reach it out away from you a little, okay? But it's still reaching to the floor. So I'd like you to extend here. Now the key thing that I'd like you to do is as you inhale, push your head into your hand. As you exhale, relax it. So inhale, push into the hand. Exhale, relax it. Drop the chin down to the chest. Pull the chin down. I'm not forcing anything, it's just a gentle encouragement here. As I inhale, I'm going to try and lift my head into my hands. As I exhale, I'm tipping down that little bit further. So inhale, gently resisting, and then exhale, surrendering. Lift the head, come back up to center. Just notice how you feel just after a little bit of stretching on one side of the neck and shoulders. Gets so neglected, and so many of us carry so much tension down neck and shoulders, right? It's like anytime you feel stress, it tends to go here. Yeah, so any chance that you can get to kind of like release it, if you could do this every morning, brilliant. At least you've spent that time creating that space in that area. So let's do the other side. Reach the arm down, hand to the side of the head, start to pull it over. Watch the rib cage. Yeah, if you flare into it, you're gonna lose this stretch. So find that neutral spine position and a nice centered rib cage. And then from there, reaching down, and as you inhale, the head goes up into the hand. Exhale, you surrender. Inhale, we create resistance. Exhale, we surrender. Inhale, resistance. Exhale, surrender. I'm reaching down with this hand as well. Lifting, turn the head, hand to the back of the head, pull down. Inhale into the hand, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, lifting back up. Roll the shoulders up, down and back. Keep the ribs down, roll the shoulders up, down and back. Good. Now from here, if you're seated, take your feet wide. You're going to drop forward, let the body release down here. If you are seated in a cross-legged position, feel free to take your body down like that. The other option that I'd like you to work towards is actually coming into Malasana, yeah, the squat position. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths, okay? So you're either here in Malasana or you're up here, dropping forward, trying to open the hips that little bit more so that your squat position becomes a little bit easier, okay? So just using your elbows to push the knees out wide. If you're down here, same thing, push down, let the head drop. We're gonna take a deep breath in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Take the hands to the floor, lift the hips, pivot the feet back together. If you're in a chair, stand up, fold forward, let the head drop down. I'm gonna slowly roll up for 10 seconds. Unrolling for 10, 9, let the arms be heavy, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, head up, 1. Arms reach up, inhale, lengthen. Stay standing, exhale, hands come back to the heart. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the lower back. Tuck your tailbone just slightly, not too much, but just slightly tucked. Belly is drawn in. Grab your butt cheeks, give them a squeeze and make sure that they're firm. So I want them to be a little bit switched on here. Again, belly in, ribs down, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin in, back of the neck is long. Pause here. Feel your feet pressing into the floor, shift your weight back and forth. And just notice all of your muscles. Try to find a sense of kind of activeness. So like the tissue is active, but you're also relaxed in certain areas as well. So we want to be active in the base, yeah, the foundation. And then the higher we go in the body, we want to become lighter and more relaxed, particularly through the shoulders, particularly through the back of the neck. So feel that lengthening and that lifting, but that strength at the base, creating that foundation and at your core. And then hopefully throughout your day today, every now and then, you just remember that feeling of, if you're in a meeting, rather than sort of standing like this, we think about how to create that strong foundation and lightness through the top. Same thing if you're sitting at your desk, rather than being rounded, just think, okay, how can I find a position in which I am stable in the core, stable in my spine, but not tense. So there's still a sense of relaxation through the jaw, the face, the shoulders. Everything remains calm. I hope you feel good and ready for your day. Please remember that, because posture is one of those things that it needs to be addressed at every second. It needs to become second nature. It can't be something that you just address on the yoga mat and then, you know, in the rest of your life, whatever, let's just hover like this. Because if you're spending 23 hours a day like this or like this, and then, you know, 20 minutes or 1 hour on a mat to try and balance that out, it's just not gonna work. So we need to find ways in our day to remind ourselves to stand with that good posture, to stay relaxed, to feel stable, to feel strong, to keep the core active, glutes switched on. I know it seems like a lot to think about right now, but over time it will become second nature. Have a beautiful day. Well done. Namaste. Don't forget to hydrate.